Oh my days. It is a beautiful day. It's Tuesday. What is that? The 26th of March. I'm in a secluded location just off the island of Montreal, and I am loving it. Down by the water's edge. You know, I'm a river rat by nature. This is my favorite place to be. Well, for today anyway. The weatherman this morning said it was 0 degrees, and that's about what it was when I headed out on my bicycle. I guess this is Parc Jean Drapeau, just off the island of Montreal in the St. Lawrence, the beautiful St. Lawrence that you see behind me. And the temperature's warming up. I'm in a protected area. There's no wind. It's awesome! Oh, God. Yeah, it's awesome. That's all I can say. So I'm just playing with the new stove and testing out the wood burner using a Fancy Feast alcohol stove. And so far, man, 10 out of 10. Loving it. I'll show you what I got. So what we have is the titanium firebox. It's a Outta knockoff of a Outta, but it's a titanium box. And on top I've got a 750 ml pot with handles. Very nice. Fits perfectly on there. Very well, very stable. The titanium does warp a bit, but you know, I've just gotten used to making allowances for that, and it's just fine. It's a killer wood burner, but what I really like about it is with this pot, I can just remove the trivet and make a note of how this trivet is set on here. I just set it in these grooves here. Basically, it's turned a few degrees. Normally, it would sit corner to corner, you know, something kind of like that. But as the titanium warps, these trivets don't remain stable in these corners, and many have complained that they tend to fall out, which I would agree. That's a dangerous thing. But by putting it here, it's not going anywhere. It's actually much better than going corner to corner with each pot stand, right? So because I'm using an alcohol stove, I don't need that today. And you can see I've got the Fancy Feast down in there already. And I'll just give you a kind of a demonstration of how that works. I can fill it, usually about 2 tablespoons, what is that, about 30 mils of fuel. I dribble a little on the edge here. And this carbon fiber cloth, is it carbon? No, carbon felt, excuse me. It's carbon felt, not carbon fiber. Cloth that's in the middle between these two, the two walls of the stove. That absorbs the fuel, as you may know already. But just by pushing this in here, just to the edge, I can light the edge where I've dribbled a little fuel. And then with my finger, just push it right to the center. There's a divot in the center that's perfect, fits this stove perfectly. So it's almost self-centering. And then once that's lit, I can just drop the pot right on top like that. So now it's working as a windscreen. I just keep the door here pointed away from the wind, and man, it works like you just wouldn't believe. Love it. 10 out of 10. She's a beauty. So I've already made my lunch here, just ramen noodles and some tuna. But here in a little bit, I'm going to make some coffee. Because I'm in a park, you know, you can't have a fire. So this little alcohol burner is perfect. And life is groovy. There you go. Oh, God, what a gorgeous day. Spring is here. Supposed to get up to 12 degrees today, I think. Right, so as I'm so fond of saying and informing everyone, I am a cheap bastard. So let's break down the cost of this multi-fuel cook set. First off, the Fancy Feast stove was all made from recycled materials, so that didn't cost me anything. I actually had the carbon felt on hand from a plumbing project from several years ago, so I just cut a piece of that to fit in there. But you can also use fiberglass, Corning's fiberglass house insulation instead of the carbon felt. So free, didn't cost nothing. The pot that I most often take nowadays is the Outta stainless steel 750 ml pot with a bail handle and also the folding handles on the side. I think I paid $26 for that, which to me was a lot of money. And then the thing that ties it all together is this titanium firebox stove, which I got for $25 delivered. Thank you very much. Right here to Montreal QC. So awesome kit. I couldn't tell you what it weighs, but it doesn't really matter to me because I'm primarily a bike tourist, bike packer, call it what you want, bike camping. That's my thing. So when you're using a bicycle to get around, you'll find that you can actually carry more, and as a result, I tend to do just that. But this kit is it's the bomb, baby. I recommend it. Go get stuff for yourself. Hey, one more thing worth mentioning is I tend to use this stainless steel bottle. Picked this up at Canadian Tire. Y'all Americans don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but Canadian Tire has these. And I think this one I got for, I want to say $7 not too long ago. But it is a similar diameter to my cook pot, so I can also set that on the alcohol burner or on the trivet using the fire. It's worth taking the lid off though before you start to boil water. Little FYI, words of experience. There's me bike. So I thought it would be worth demonstrating how everything kind of fits together, how everything collapses. This is the titanium stove in its little black nylon envelope. The only thing I'm going to add to this is another piece of carbon felt, the exact dimensions of the exterior of this bag. That way I can put the felt underneath the stove, and as ashes fall through, they'll drop onto the felt and not onto the ground and burn the shit out of the forest. So we want to avoid that. So here's the little Fancy Feast stove, and this is my fuel bottle that holds 4 ounces of alcohol, or in this case fondue fuel. So that's 2 burns that I've used out of this bottle so far. And when I say a burn, that's boiling 2 cups of water in my pot. That's pretty standard fare. And then if I make coffee, obviously I don't make that much coffee, but it's pretty good, reasonable fuel consumption. So I also have a lighter that just slides in there. This, by the way, is an old GSI plastic mug, BPA free, and it has this marvelous lid with an O-ring and this little closure here. So that's great because I can put that in the tent with me and seal it up and not worry about it tipping over and spilling. So then that nests inside of my pot. Obviously the spoon doesn't go in there, but the lid goes on top, and then I just close it all up inside of this little bag here. It's super sweet. I'll show you that here in a sec. So that's it. That's the full kit. I also have a collapsible bowl that I sometimes lay on top of this, or it actually will fit inside the confines of the stuff sack. I got a spoon. I also carry a fork, but hardly ever use a fork. And then there's the water bottle, right? So I think, gosh, I don't know what these weigh. I think the stove is 290 or 260 grams. The pot, I don't know. I just don't care about that quite so much as a lot of other folks do. And I know I'll be pilloried for saying that, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, it's light enough for me, and who knows, might be light enough for you too. Give it a go. Tell me what you think.